the movie review show created by Anthony's Movie and Music Corner. Welcome back to a new episode of the movie review show, season 3, episode 12 of this series. Yep, the show is back for a new episode starting now. I'm your host, Anthony's Movie and Music Corner. I'll be reviewing a movie that came out in 1999. And it is made by Columbia Pictures. And I'll give you a hint. It's about a mouse who lives in the little family when the parents think he doesn't live in a little family. They think he lives with his real parents, which are mouses. Yeah, I think you might know what we're talking about. But if not, I'm talking about Stuart Little. Yep, this is the 2002 Deluxe Edition DVD from the co-director of The Lion King. Co-director of The Lion King, Rob Minkoff is his name. David Sheen at CBS TV says, sure design uplift for the whole family. And the special features in this DVD includes a sneak peek at Stuart Little 2, new look with Stuart game, full screen presentation, digitally mastered audio and video, audio 5.1 digital English and 2 channel Dolby Surround, subtitles English, Stuart's Central Park Adventure game, blooper and gag reels, visual effects gag reel, Making It Big, the HBO special, Race with Stuart, the interactive ROM game, animation supervisor commentary, visual effects supervisor commentary, visual effects interactive featurette, very long with Stuart, artist, screen test, DVD ROM and rep links, boat race, early concept reel with director's commentary, deleted scene director's commentary, art galleries, talent files, theatrical trailers, and scene selections. Columbia Pictures presents a Douglas Wick and Franklin Waterman production, a film by Rob Minkoff, Jenna Davis, Stuart Little, Hugh Laurie, and Jonathan Lipnicki. Music by Alan Silvestri, costume designer Joseph Porro, special visual effects by Sony Pictures Imageworks Incorporated, senior visual effects supervisor John Dykstra, ASC, editor Tom Finan, production designer Bill Brzezinski, director of photography Guillermo Navarro, executive producers Jeff Franklin, Steve Waterman, and Jason Clark. Based on the book by E.B. White, who you might know who did Charlotte's Web. Screenplay by M. Night Shyamalan. God, I hope we got that name right. And Greg Berger. Produced by Douglas Wick. Directed by Rob Minkoff. Rated PG for brief language, and it is 85 minutes. And there's the disc. Now, the plot of this movie is that they basically adopt a mouse and they name him Stuart. The Littles, that is, Jenna Davis plays the mom, Hughley plays the dad, Jonathan Lipnicki plays George, their son, and then their other son is Michael J. Fox, who plays Stuart Little. And they got a talking cat in the movie, and this is very uncommon about this movie, is that in the Stuart Little stuff, their cat's name is Snowbell, played by Nathan Lane, and Snowbell actually has a voice in this movie, the cat. Now, I'll tell you, when I first saw this movie, the thing is, cats do not talk in real life. But apparently in this movie, you can hear Snowball's voice and his other cat friends like Monty. So, yeah, that's very uncommon about this movie, is that they have a talking cat named Snowbell, played by Nathan Lane. Like, cats not talk in real life. Animals don't talk in real life. Unless if you're a parrot, then you could if you were a parrot. Right? That's not very good. I can do better than that impression. Anyway, so when they get Stuart, their new mouse son, they take him into his house and they show him a tour. And Snowbell happens to eat Stuart, and the parents are like, Snowbell, drop him right now. You spit Stuart out this instant. Spit him right out. And then they have a rule. You must never harm Stuart, you understand? Yeah, and then the mom says, never, out you go, Mr. Snow. And the dad says, Stuart's one of the family now, we do not eat family members. That was the rule they had. They get to know each other a little bit. They have a little sailboat racing game outside, and Stuart actually happens to win. And they did a picture of that, and that's actually pretty cool. Until later on in the movie, where they met up with his old parents, which are like Stuart. There's a little picture of him right there. Right there is the picture of him. So, and they think that he lives with them, but that's not even true. They don't. Because Stuart really lives with his parents, who and George's parents. Is actually his parents too, because they're brothers in the movie. But apparently, George makes a car for Stuart and gives it to him. And apparently, since he's a fake son of those parents that picked him up, he drives back to the little house and tries not to get caught by any strangers, but that gets tough a little bit with the cats are not very nice to him in any way. But he still gets back into the little house, and George, on the other hand, is putting posters of a missing mouse, and whoever found some first gets an award. But that didn't end up happening in the movie. So, but they come back to the house, and then Stuart climbs up to the window, and then George finds Stuart. And then you see him, and then that's the end of the movie. I think that's kind of all I got to say about the plot. I basically went over what this movie has and its entire full length. If I'm missing anything, please leave me some comments below and let me know what I'm missing. Thanks. Okay, now, what to give it? Well, Stuart Little. I've seen this movie more than 3 times. I think it's actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty good movie for kids. It's actually pretty good. A couple of my favorite parts is when Snowbell eats Stuart, and then the parents are mad at him and saying, Snowbell, drop him right now. I just actually said that already. I figured I'd say it again because that's my favorite part. So yeah, that's my favorite part. Yeah, I just like what Snowbell does, and I like Stuart as well a little bit. For my rating of this movie, I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars. That's my rating of this movie. So I would Stuart Little 4 out of 5 stars. If you had not seen this movie, I recommend you check it out. It's for kids, and I highly recommend it if you like kids movies or movies based on books by E.B. White. So Stuart Little, very good recommendation and very good movie if you haven't seen it. So check it out. Next episode, Friday, January 27th, I will also be on, in which I will actually be the sequel to this movie called Stuart Little 2 with the same cast and all. So, next episode, January 27th, Season 3, episode 13, I'll review Stuart Little 2. And I'll go a little bit over that. So they have a new kid in the movie, new daughters. So that Stuart Little's actually pretty big. The Little family is actually pretty big in this Stuart Little series. And he has an airplane that George made, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, I just want to talk a little bit to that. I'll be talking more when I get to the new episode next Friday, January 27th. I'll talk more when that comes. So please stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you found this episode very enjoyable and entertaining. Leave me some comments below and let me know what your favorite parts in this movie are. I'll be happy to hear your thoughts. Any of them. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, give it a like, and follow me on social media. I'll have my account in the description of this video. And yeah, that's it for this episode. This is Anthony's Movie and Music Corner saying goodbye, everybody. That wraps it up. I'll be back for a new episode next Friday, January 27th.